Yeah, no intro. We're just gonna get right into it. This one is dedicated to all the real good fathers that's out there, and I would like to say special shout outs to Fifth because this one is definitely on him. As you know, the Emancipate Show is geared towards awareness and basically educate and to teach people. Yeah, we sometimes post music, but it's mostly to educate and teach people. All right, so I was watching a video the other day, and I was getting a little backstory on why 50 and his son basically broke up. So the beginning of this story starts where they were driving around randomly one day, and he knows his son is also into kicks and shit like that. So while he was driving around, and he found out that his son like kicks, he actually stumbled upon a store. But the store that he stumbled upon was the store was actually going under. So they went to go get a haircut, and they actually go in the store. And when they went in the store, they um they started talking to the guy, and not to be inquisitive or anything of the sort. 50 decided to just ask the guy randomly, like, um how's business. So whenever he asked the guy how was business, the guy reply was like, things are slow, and maybe the guy must have picked a bad location and business wasn't going as planned. Anyway, the guy must have paid like $50 that cost for the Air Max. I mean the N1 sneakers that he had, the white and whites. And when he paid that money for the sneakers, he said to Fifth, 50 actually said to him he will buy the sneakers from him at cost. So the price is retail price is no, wholesale price is 50, retail price is 100. So I'm the customer. If I come in the store and I buy the sneakers, I buy it for like $100. If when he buys it from the distributor, he get it for $50. So he makes like 50 on each pair of sneakers. So 50 said to his son, I got an idea for a business. He actually paid cost for the sneakers. 50 said he's going to take the whole inventory. He took the inventory, and 50 was like, listen, don't open up a store. Here's what you do. Open up put all the sneakers them in a storage, and when you put them in a storage, create an online business where like you just get direct sale. So you have an inventory of all the sneakers that you have. You put it on eBay or Amazon or whichever one of them, and when you put them there, you put all the sizes them that you have and shit like that, and then you sell it directly to the customers. Now, upon putting them in storage and selling them, that cuts your cost for having people working for you, and it also eliminates the fact of you having a store where you have to pay overhead, workman's comps, insurance, and all that shit. So you cut out all of that shit right there. All right. Whatever he paid for the inventory, he paid for the inventory, and he said, listen, this is going to be your business, whatever, right? Boom. So he 50 put him on to upcoming business that he was going to do with him, whatever, right? Now the son went home, and he told his mom about the business. Upon telling his mom about the business, his mom got up in his head. Now, when his mom got up in his mom tell his son to open up a boutique store. I'm like, oh my fucking goodness. Anyway, he comes back to 50 and tell him that he don't want to open up a business anymore. He want to open up a boutique store. Now, 50 should have known, like, yo, this kid is immature, and he don't know shit. And a lot of times, whomsoever the kid stays with, that's who always have the influence over the kid most of the time. So his mother pretty much sway 50 shit away and got in his son head and tell him to open up a boutique store. So 50 was like, nah, that's not the original plan. This is the plan. Let's stick to that. 50 never heard from him again. Now, I'm gonna say this: you have maybe the baby mother feels entitled that just because she have a son with this guy, so she's supposed to get money and shit like that. All right, the guy gets put on child support, right? Cool. Now he gets put on child support, and he's been paying child support for as far as I can remember, right? And he's been paying child support for like probably over 18 years or so, if I'm not mistaken. Now, let me just get into it real quick. So this is his son online, whatever, right? And he said he feels entitled. Now I feel like this is basically a cry for help. The money basically ran out, and due to the fact that the money ran out, now he's trying to be a good kid. Okay, even if it's a call for help, cry for help for your father to be in your life, because 50 basically have another son, and he had this son pretty much out of out of being petty, but the other son is getting all the good shit by, I think it's I don't remember, it was some exotic chick he had the girl with, kid with, but they didn't work out. But it's not about them, it's about this kid, his first son. So this kid basically feels entitled that he should be living a good life. He should be being around celebrities. He should be getting stuff because all he want to do is just capitalize. He don't want to put no work in. 50 gave him an introduction to be a boss, and basically he let his mother get up in his head, and he basically threw that away. Now, mind you, at the time, Gold wasn't popping, StockX wasn't popping, and these companies are $1 million company, probably close in the billions, but they're worth more than what it is right now, because as you know, people rock sneakers more than anything else. So it says on Monday, October 10th, the 25th, old son of the rapper actor took it to Instagram to make his pops an offer. Jackson said that he would pay Fifth $6,700, which is the same amount his mother used to get child support for 24 hours of his dad time, so they can do things the young Jackson didn't get to do when he was a kid. In the post, he included an image of himself reenacting is that infamous broke photo called Entitled. I don't know if you remember this photo. This photo was when 50 and Rick Ross was beefing, and he put bankrupt. Now, this kid, my problem with this kid is this, right? All right. If Fifth gonna fuck with him, this trust thing is has to be something that has to be earned. And I don't know how it's gonna go. It could go either or way. It could go easy or it could go left. But as long as his mother is gonna play a hand in their what they have, it's not going to go good, because as you can see, the child support money is pretty much paid out, and he paid I think 1.6 million. How much he paid? Oh, not this guy. It's a 50. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think he paid 1.6 million dollars, and he had the receipts, but the receipts I can't even, the receipts them is here, but I don't think I could bring it up. 50 Cent Estranged, so Marcus have been going back and forth in the media for years. The hip hop television mogul has disowned his son for claiming that the boy and his mother were too entitled to his million. Marcus has clapped back over the years and taunted his father most recently, and the boy revealed how much he and his mother got on child support. Now, this ungrateful ass little nigga said, what he said? What he said, $6,700 is not enough. Listen to this little nigga. I go, hold on, wait, hold on, wait. So basically, so, hold on, wait, come on. This is the point. This is the point, bro. This is the point. This is the point, Joe. This is the point.
So just because if the child is cute, they live their lifestyle. If they love the mom, so that means that they should experience two different lifestyles. When you have the you have the resources to make sure they live a certain lifestyle regardless. You that butthurt. You that mad that mommy got new dick. Hold on, wait, time out. You that upset. When it's over between me and your mother, wherever she go on and live on and do on, and I don't even think your parents was married. Like it don't work out, it don't work out. But that don't mean that she got to live. She got to live. That's fine. That's because fine. At what point do you say? What point do you say? Oh, I got a question. All right, so with you.
All right. So basically, he's disputing the $6,700 is not enough. Now I'm living in New York. $6,700 is way more than enough to maintain off. But his mother is so entitled that she don't feel like she needs to go to work. Now, if you're trying to live on $6,700 in Soho, that shit ain't gonna happen. If you're trying to live in $6,700 in Queens, you will be all right. If it's the Bronx, you'll be all right. If it's Mount Vernon, you'll be all right. Some parts of Brooklyn, it's good. But if you're getting $6,700 a month, don't you think his mother should get a fucking job? I mean, it's not rocket science. Moving on.
When my actual son, my oldest son, when he doesn't want to talk, then I go, fine. We don't actually have that conversation at that point. And I
can show you
in my case, when my actual son, my oldest son, when he doesn't want to talk, then I go, fine. We don't actually have that conversation at that point. And I've reached out about what places he was at, and he left those places because he's on Team Mom.
Disrespect.
And at that point, then cool, you do what you got to do, and I'm happy for you. I hope you continue to be successful. He successfully completed high school and he's moving on to college now. So, and all those things have been provided by me.
Right. But you go tough everything. Love. You're a tough love type of dude.
How would I don't? If a person is clearly indicating, look, I know myself at 18. I was an adult since I was 15 years old.
This is a throwback interview.
As an adult for all of the activity we were involved, right? Right. So, him not having that lifestyle or being exposed to that, 18 is, in my case, with my actual son, my oldest son.
Right. So basically, he's saying whenever he come around, he don't want to be around because the mother got in his head. Now, my thing with the mother is this, right? If you have how can I say it, a cordial relationship with your baby father and he's in a good place, don't you think if he's helping your son, don't you think he'll help you as well? I mean, just think about that for a second. If he's helping your kid, you'll be in a good position for him to help you if you humbly come to him and say, yo, I want to do XYZ, whatever. But she's so much into her feelings, she let her emotions cloud her judgment. She's using the weapon as using the kid as a weapon against the father, which is lame because that's what most of these women do whenever you have kid with them. It's like if you give them child support, if you're making more, they want more. Feel me? And it shouldn't be like that. If you make a kid with the man, if he decides to be a father or not be a father, what would a lot of these women do without child support? You know what I'm saying? So the guy's doing what he's supposed to do, but they're trying to milk the shit out of him. And now the child support is about to be over. Now he wants to be a son. This is a nigga that will wait till you kick the bucket, then he basically try to come in and take all your shit. Because that's how these kids nowadays are. They don't want to put no work in, but they want to be entitled to the shit that you have. You feel me? Moving on.
You know what I mean? He's his mom's show.
Now he comes back and wants to have a conversation.
I'll listen. Maybe we go to lunch or dinner somewhere, but he'll pay for it. I mean, he's a man now. He's a grown man.
Right. And he acting like a grown man. He wants to make his own decisions.
Yeah.
or look, teenage boys is tough. You got an older son.
Yeah.
Have you guys been able to figure things
No,
out?
I haven't even experienced the teenage boy thing. Like he drifted before that, so him and his mom was already. But that's his mom's child. In my case,
He
when my
became
actual
my
son, my
mama's
oldest
boy,
son, when
pretty
he
much.
doesn't want to talk, then I go fine. And we don't actually have that conversation.
Right, because the mother, instead of the mother is telling them to have a good relationship with his father, she's basically telling them to resent him, hate him, disrespect him. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying in regards to this is that there's good fathers out there, fathers that want to play their role, but sometimes women just be salty. And whenever you go off emotion, it will always cost you. In the end, it will always cost you in the end. So I'm basically trying to say, like, yo, if the father is doing their job, just help them to do what they got to do. Try to be cordial. You know what I'm saying? Don't fight with that man if the man is trying to be in the kid's life. If he doesn't pose a danger to the kid, let that man spend time with their kid. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking like how these Western women think. Because I don't know what a lot of women would do if they didn't have child support. You know what I'm saying? If the child want to spend time with the father, allow that. Don't intervene. Don't poison the kid. Because at the end of the day, remember, you the one that chose that man that you want to make a kid with. So if anybody's to be blamed, if not him, you are also to be accountable also. You know what I'm saying? There's good dads out there. Allow that man to spend time with his kid, do what they do, and try to have a good relationship, because one person cannot raise that kid, because giving a kid everything they want is not love. And that's what Fifth was doing. 50 was like, yo, this kid got to earn this shit. You know what I'm saying? And when the kids start acting up, that's when women want to be like, oh, go to your father. Oh, let me call the father up. It don't work like that. You can't turn a father on and then turn him back off. If the person's going to be a father, allow them to be a father in the child's life. Consistency is key. You feel me? All across the board. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So for all you women out there that's trying to intervene with the man trying to be that's lame. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. That shit is dumb whack. Anyway, like, share, drop a comment below. And thanks again for joining again. The Emancipate Show. Over and out.